Here's a rare, unseen capture of video footage. Matthew in the wild. Here he is on his long commute to work, stretching his legs. There you go, folks. Mutual Omaha. Catch him in the wild. That's Matthew coming to work. He'll get a hoot out of that when he edits it. Hey guys, welcome back to the mill. Real life. Matthew's getting a phone call already. Today's video, we're gonna go over a few things. We're out in our planer molder edition. We've done a couple of days work filling around this week. I didn't take time to film it for a couple different reasons. Really need to get some things done. But we're gonna do an overview, get you caught up, and then we're actually gonna, I don't know if we'll get started building the barn doors today, but we're definitely gonna get all the material together for it. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay, folks, let's talk about what we've been doing the last couple days. When we built this building, we had a 20-foot opening and a 20-foot opening. It was strictly for a shed. Yeah, I kind of had it back in my mind. I wanted a molder planer. I knew that. I didn't know where I wanted to put it. Okay, plans changed, and we're gonna keep this 20-foot opening. The other 20-foot opening, we closed it in. Both openings had a little deflection in the beam, and that was our fault. We built it out of green poplar. Yeah, we used liquid nails and plywood. In retrospect, when I built the beam, I should have put a stiff knee under both of them and let them set for about a week or two and dry out. I didn't, and both of them developed a little bow. That one we corrected with the wall. We jacked it up, built the wall under it, never have a problem. This one, after Matthew and I put a string on it, what do I have, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches deflection? At least. Over 20 feet. And it wasn't the end of the world, but we're gonna hang our door track on it, so we wanted to correct it. So Monday, Matthew and I needed to run to Spartanburg, get some argon and some wire for our Miller welder. And we went by the welder's supply store, metal supply store. Oh boy, I bought metal from before. And I knew he had this piece laid out on his second chance rack. This piece of 5/16 thick, 8-inch wide, 19.5 foot long. Unfortunately, we cut it in half. We brought it home and took it over there, marked all the holes, drilled all the holes, beveled the edges, and then Matthew welded it back together, and we plated it. I ain't got anything on here. I know it's hard to see in the low light this morning. Matthew might hold the camera up. There's a plate right here where we welded it back together. And then every 16 inches, we got lag screws in it. That was a job. Between all the drilling the holes, welded it back together, took the tractor and held it up in place, and we had the beam pushed up with the jack already, and then had to take the tractor and kind of push this side up, got it all in there. Needless to say, when Matthew let the pressure off the bottle jack, it moved about 1/16 of an inch, and it moved again. So we fixed that problem. Now we can continue on with building our doors. Let's talk about our track out here. Maybe the light's a little bit better. On this opening, we've got our barn door track installed. Now most barn doors, you see them, they'll open bilateral or whatever. One will go one way, one will go the other. We don't have no building that way, so our door can't go that way. We've set it up for both doors to go that way. So not only do we have 18, 19 foot of track for the door opening, we've got another 18 foot going down the building. So when we open these doors, they'll both slide all the way down. A little teaser here. One thing we're going to try to do after we frame these doors up is slide them down, and where those windows are, we're going to make provisions to put windows in the exact same place so that when these doors are open, we can see through the windows. I hate working in a dark corner. Now, here's our last section of track. It's another 24-foot section. You know us, we don't throw money away just for throwing it away. I bought all this track, all the hangers, all the hardware from my first cousin. He had tore them down some time ago and had them in 5-gallon buckets. I did have to buy 2 sections of track, 2 8-foot sections. Matthew went and tacked them together. So I think some of them are 6, 7 foot long, but just for ease of installation, we got the welder, Matthew tacked them together. Got all our hangers hung, got it painted. We're gonna hang this one, and then we'll be ready to gather up our material, because pretty well sure we're gonna sheet it with 1x10, 1x9 yellow pine. I'd do it in red oak, but we don't have any dry, and it's a little heavier, a lot heavier. So that's the goal for today. Get this up, get started building these doors. As always, guys, this is not a how-to channel. This is showing you how I and Matthew decided we wanted to do it. If it works for you, you do it that way. I'm just like you. I've never built a barn door. You know what I did? I went to YouTube. I seen some guys had some ideas I liked. I seen some guys had some ideas I didn't. But I got a little bit of a well-rounded knowledge of what I think will work for what we want to do. And we're going to take the best of what we learned and build our own. So thanks for watching. We'll be back in just a few. Keep going. Here it is. We're using a 4-inch lag bolt pre-drilling. Okay, we got it all put up. Did pretty good on placement until we got to right here. There's nothing behind that trim, and we had to move it all the way over here just to actually get into something. So we'll get some black paint put on that, and it'll be ready to roll. Okay guys, we got all our rough sawn lumber out of the pile. Matthew and I sat down, got a pretty close estimate of what we thought we needed. 42 1x10s and another 13, actually 14 1x8s. We're going to plane all these down to 3/4. We'll run them through the edger at about 9 inches. Then we're going to take them up to the other shop, run them through the shaper, put a half lap on one side and the other, and we'll just half lap them on the door. So we got a lot of work to do, and it's coffee time. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay guys, sorry about the time lapse. It's about the best way to do it. We had 42 1x10s and 14 1x8s. Got them down to about 13, 16, 7/8 in one pass, so we're going to take it on the next pass. Excuse me, go to 3/4. They're going over here on the sawhorses. And the goal is, once they all get over here, we're going to run them right through the edger, and then they'll be ready to go to the next process where we're going to cut a half lap. Be 3/8 deep, 1/2 inch wide on both sides, so we can half lap them on the doors. So let's work through this other one, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, you just went through that time lapse probably within 30 seconds or a minute. Real time, that was about 35 minutes to do 42 plus 14 more.
56.
That's not bad. The grizzly planer does a great job. The one thing I didn't talk about is why we're playing it. The look would have been just fine with the rough saw. We're playing it down for two reasons. One, it's always easier to build when your wood is dimensionally accurate. So we got it down to 3/4, and we're gonna run it through the edger and get it down to 9 inches on the big board, or 9.5 on the big boards, and we're gonna rip these down to 3.5. The other main important reason was weight. These doors are gonna hang there for years to come, and we took a 1/4 inch of wood weight off of that. So that was the main reason, just to reduce the thickness, reduce the weight. We'll come back and run all this through the edger. So it's lunchtime, we're gonna get a bite to eat. We'll be back shortly, thank you. in, guys. If you're still watching, we greatly appreciate it. We got all our material ran. We got our 9-inch boards, 3/4 inch thick. We got all our 3.5 inch boards, 3/4 inch thick. This is all our trim for the doors, and this is all the fascia or facade, whatever you'll call it. I believe we'll go ahead and end the video right here. Like normal, I underestimate how long this should take, but we greatly appreciate you watching. If you would, like, subscribe, and share. Special shout out to Solomon and Matthew for doing our videos. If you get a chance, check out Solomon's channel, Third Beard Fishing, and their graphic design at 525 Graphic Design. It'll be linked in the description below. We appreciate you watching, guys. We'll see you back at the mill. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.